Hello everybody and welcome to Nethack Nights. My name is Casey Kolderup and I'll be here playing not Nethack for you tonight. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, whether it was a holiday for you or not. Beautiful weather out here in Portland, so it was really good to get out, sit on the porch for a little bit, read, and also played some Nethack over the weekend. It was fun. Had a few interesting runs. But as you may or may not know, it is summertime here on the Northern Hemisphere, and as that has started, I've decided to go ahead and start this new thing we're doing called the Nethack Nights SIDEQUEST, which is where I'm trying out a few other games that have been influenced either by Nethack or by Brogue. The ones we've done so far are pretty strictly within the Rogue and Nethack lineage, although as you may or may not know, the roguelike genre has expanded vastly over the years. People call just about anything a roguelike nowadays. We'll see if we can find some games that kind of share some mechanics, some overlap, themes with Nethack, and talk about what makes them different, what makes them interesting. So last week we played Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and there should be 2 episodes of that up on the YouTube channel. Right now there's just one. The other one I need to publish, but it should be ready pretty soon. Otherwise, if you haven't checked out the channel before, make sure to follow here on Twitch, soda_culture, or follow on Twitter, Nethack_Nights, to let you know when I go live with the stream. And otherwise, you can check out on YouTube, search for Nethack Nights. There's a playlist you can follow. It gives you all the new episodes. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the game here. What we're playing tonight is called Brogue. As you can see, it's got some really beautiful colors, and color will be a recurring theme of this game's just kind of aesthetic in general. It uses really, really great use of color overall. It's fairly modern. I think it was development. I don't know for sure. I could look it up. I think development started about 6 years ago, 5 years ago, somewhere around there. It's been in constant development ever since. It's available for Mac, Windows, Linux, and you can download it for free. If you just search for Brogue on Google, Brogue game maybe, because you want to make sure you don't get shoe-related search results. You know, John Holden would probably just get all shoe-related search results. But if you just add game to the end of it, you'll get the web page that you can download it from. And there's a whole community, there's a wiki for it and everything. A number of people in my Twitter feed actually play this a decent amount. But I haven't played much. I've only played a little bit of this game, so I'm going to try to be, using my Nethack knowledge and try to figure out where the differences and similarities are. But let's give it a shot. So as you can see, this is a little bit similar to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup in that you get a graphical interface. It's still text-based, but it uses tiles and things. You have this sidebar on the right that shows you, first of all, your health and your stamina all the time. These bars will drop over time as those health and nutrition things change. You can also see your strength stat, which will be really important for which equipment you can equip. How well your stealth range is currently active for, and what your armor class is. And then also you get these indications of everything that you can see currently on the map of interest. So you can see that I can see these gold pieces that are over here, and so I can see them on the side here, and I can actually view information about them by hovering on the sidebar. And so right now the gold and the dungeon X are the only thing that I can see of interest. We have a nice little menu bar across the bottom that we can use to pop up with the mouse interface, and there's the usual text interface across the top that gives you information about what's going on. And actually this game, it tells you specifically, once again, you're in the Dungeons of Doom, which is interesting, because that's what they call them in Nethack. And again, you're looking for the Amulet of Yendor specifically, but in this case, you're looking for it for the 26th floor, and then escaping with it. So from what I know about this game, I think it's a little bit shorter than Nethack, if you were to be the kind of person who could ascend on a regular basis with each game. But it's got a lot of really interesting things to it. So yeah, let's get moving. One interesting thing about this game is that you can move around with the keypad, just like you normally would in a Nethack game, one tile at a time. You can also use Shift and the keypad to run, like you would with Nethack, using the run command in Nethack. And you can also use your mouse cursor, and it'll actually show you the path that your character will take, as you can kind of see. It's hard to see in the mud here, but you can kind of see, like, it draws the path in a highlighted route of where I'm going to walk to get there. So it's kind of cool. Another thing is just that as you're playing, you get this like flavor text across the bottom of the screen, and it's not actually like mechanical, so it doesn't appear across the top, but it just tells you like that you're walking, you're knee deep in thick, foul-smelling mud. So it gives you some flavor about kind of the environment that you're in. And as you can see, it changed. Groping tendrils of pale fungus rise from the muck. So as you're walking through different colors, you get this kind of extra flavor about what you're doing and where you're going. And it's definitely, from what I've seen, the first few levels of the game have a very kind of swampy and there's like an underground cave sort of aesthetic. There's lots of lakes and big empty chasms and things. So let's take a look through here. Okay, yeah. So this is a bloodwort seed pod, and when you break it, it releases a cloud of gas. There's a lot of different kinds of gases that can be released in this game, and they're indicated by these like color effects. So as you can see, this red cloud has appeared in the middle of the screen right by my character, and as I make progress, as I walk around the map, you're going to watch that cloud. It'll kind of fade away over time. And so it's actually spreading right now, actually. I guess it hasn't actually had time to spread all the way yet. So you can actually see it spreading throughout the room, and then it's going to go out into the hallway a little bit. You can see it's spread pretty far down this hallway now. And in the case of the bloodwort stock, it's a healing cloud, but there are other kinds of gases that will be poisonous or will have other effects that we got to watch out for. So you can see now that's mostly fading away. So a kobold is wandering in. We'll let it approach, and then we'll kill it. And actually, next time I see an enemy that I can kill, I'm going to show you how a little bit of that stuff works too. One cool thing about this game is that the stealth is very important. So right now our stealth range is 7, and this kobold is sleeping. So actually I can hover over the kobold either on the map or in the sidebar, and it'll give me this information that says, first of all, just the white text is kind of a basic information about the monster, like what it is, if you're not familiar with kobolds and lizard people sort of things. And then it actually tells you straight up, like, the kobold has a 50% chance to hit you. It typically hits for 8% of your current health, and at worst it could defeat you in 8 hits. Whereas you have a 100% chance to hit the kobold, typically hit for 42% of its current health, and at best could defeat it in 2 hits. So that's pretty cool. Like, I can basically walk over to it, and I did manage to wake it up while I was walking because I crunched in the grass. But if you watch, I can, still verify that information is the same. Then when I hit it, you hit the kobold bashes you, so they both hit. But now you'll see I have a 100% chance to hit the kobold, and I typically hit it for 100% of its current health, and at best could defeat it in 1 hit. So I know I'm going to kill it next hit, so I can just hit the kobold again, and I know that I'm going to kill it. So that's kind of cool. I'll walk around a little bit more. And you might have noticed that I picked up 2 scrolls. The scroll text in this game is actually, I haven't read too much more about it, but it looks much more like a generated language rather than kind of a prescribed set of phrases the scrolls are in Nethack. So I think that's kind of interesting. I don't know enough to know if these are just also from a set of texts that they can be, but they look like they've been generated, so I'm not really sure. But as usual, like with Nethack, we don't know if those scrolls are useful or harmful, so I'm going to wait a little while to use this. Alright, there's a jackal coming in, so we'll go ahead and kill the jackal. And as you can see, my health bar in the top left corner here has taken some damage. I have taken a little bit of damage. But as I walk around, I'm going to regain that health slowly. Pick up this scroll. And then one other interesting thing about this game is that as we had in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, is we have this concept of auto-explore. So I can hit the X key, and my character is going to just start moving around the level in ways that I haven't explored yet. And it'll pick up items for me automatically, and if I hit a point where it has to make a decision tree, because I'm going to have to fight a monster or whatever, some other kind of important decision to make, it'll stop for me automatically. So I can hit X to let it show me where I'm going to go, and then I can walk over here and it sees a rat, so it's going to stop now. The rat is sleeping. Maybe we'll sneak up on it, maybe, although we're crunching the grass now. Let's crunch around. Yeah, the rat's woken up, so we'll just kill the rat. We picked up the potions, that's good, and then we'll just hit X to explore again. Oh, there's a kobold in the way, so we'll hit X, it'll take us to the kobold. And you'll notice that actually the X is probably not ideal because using the auto explorer, walking towards the kobold, it actually put me just in front of it in a way that it got a free turn to hit me. So what I would have done if I were controlling it manually is just wait until it was one turn away, and then rest for a turn to let it approach me. So I'll keep that in mind for future exploration after it's viewed an enemy. But we'll kill this kobold without too much trouble, and we'll head out. You may also notice that monsters are not dropping corpses like they do in Nethack, so it's kind of interesting. You can find some food here and there, but it doesn't, you know, it's not as like Nethack where you're constantly worrying about, should I eat this corpse, should I pick up this food, that kind of thing. It's much more clear, and your inventory has a set like size limit as opposed to a weight limit. So Cheesecake for Day says, it seems like this game holds your hand a lot, although you use the kappa mode, so maybe you're being sarcastic. But I mean, it's definitely a hard game, and it just kind of a lot of the kind of descendants of Nethack just kind of try to gloss over some of the like detail management in ways that let you kind of get to the action and the hard decisions faster, which I can respect for sure. I like in Nethack that you control your character, so you'll probably see me doing that a lot in this game, just walking around manually. I like controlling my character because it just makes me more present in what I'm doing. But as I get more familiar with the game, I'll probably use the auto explorer some more. So we'll kill this kobold when it approaches, and you'll notice that we managed to our stealth was high enough, and for some reason just didn't notice us in this corner here. That when the kobold walked in the room, we hit it without it noticing us. We can one-shot the kobold. Because it didn't see us. So that's kind of a really important part of the game from what I've seen. There's a lot of creatures kind of lower level that if you can kind of sneak up on them, you can just kill them in one hit, and it makes things a lot easier. You don't risk losing a little bit of health here and there and just kind of slowly killing yourself. So there is swamp gas in this room, but that doesn't seem to be a problem at the moment. We'll see. Okay, this hallway is clear, so we'll go down here because we haven't explored this way yet. We'll kill this rat, and we'll pick up the scroll. You'll notice that there's a lot of water, and the water kind of has like this animation sort of effect to it. You can walk into water that's up to a certain depth, and that's kind of indicated by a certain color level. You learn over time how dark of a blue you can walk into, but it's also pretty clear where you do and don't need to go. So let's walk down this last hallway that we haven't been down and see what's down there, and then we'll go down to level 4 or level 2. Hi Rosby, how's it going? All right, we killed that kobold in its sleep, which is pretty cool, but there's nothing down this hallway, so it's just kind of a waste of time. But this whole floor is mapped out now, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and click to go to the downward staircase. Oh, we saw a jackal on our way. Let's go kill that. Okay. Let's go to the hallway, and then the staircase, and now we're on level 2. So, we can immediately see this pit in the middle of the room here. These dark tiles with the 4 dots inside of them are basically a big bottomless chasm. So we don't want to fall down that for sure. But there's a locked door right here, and I don't have a key for it. So we'll have to go around and see if we can find a key somewhere else on the floor. From what I've seen so far, when I've found locked doors on floors, there's always been a key somewhere on the same floor, but I'm not sure if that's always the case or if I just got lucky with my... I've played probably a dozen games of this in the last few months. I played a little bit when it first was being developed and didn't really get too into it. So it's a pressure plate, so it probably sets off some kind of trap, although it could open a door somewhere, I don't know yet. Actually, I bet I know what it is. Let's go ahead and press it. Maybe it leads something horrible, we'll find out in a second, but let's just check around here first. This is a door key. Okay, never mind, that's... Oh, I picked up the key and the altar retracted into the ground with a grinding sound. So that'll be... I wonder if that's something... probably took away some other option that we had. Oh, I see. It closed the hallway here. Do we have any way out? Oh, I jumped into the pit. Okay, so as I took away the key from the altar, apparently that started making tiles disappear. The floor was just falling away. So I fell into the pit, and apparently you can fall down, and now I'm on level 3. So I took a significant amount of damage for that fall, but maybe we can find a way back up to see the rest of the floor and use that key that we got. This is a pit bloat. It's filled with a peculiar vapor that, if released, will cause the floor to vanish out from underneath it. Oh. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, it's too late. I've never seen one of those before. That's really cool. So it exploded and caused this hole in the middle here. And I'm falling down to level 4, apparently. So I'm down to about a little less than half health, but I'm going to try to go upstairs first before anything else happens. Okay, now I'm back on level 3. And I'm going to try to go back into that room just so that I can get some kind of peace and quiet. And this looks like the ground actually filled back up, which is kind of interesting. When the pit bloat creates a hole that you fall into, apparently you can fall back out. So I'm going to release those bloodwort seeds and just kind of hang out in them to get my health to fill back up really fast, which is really nice. And then let's go try to find the staircase up. Here's a war pike, which is going to be, you know, a polearm sort of weapon, but I think you can actually go into your inventory and click on things and see information about them. It tells you even where you found it. And because my strength is only 12 and it requires a strength of 18, it would have a penalty of minus 15. So if I used it, it will decrease my accuracy by 61% and increase my current damage by 44%. So I'm just going to... I'll hang on to it for now, but I need to get to a much higher strength to be able to use it at all. I can't really handle having my accuracy lowered that much. It's another pit bloat. This is a bladder of deadly gas. So will I just die if I get into that gas? I don't know. Seems bad. Maybe we can run past it when it releases the gas. Okay, the bloat bursts, leaving behind an expanding cloud of caustic gas. Let's run. You can feel the purple gas eating at your flesh. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm losing health pretty fast, but let's outrun the gas. 40% health. You can see it gives you those like warnings right next to your character, which is pretty useful. It can definitely save you if you're not being observant and you don't notice how much damage you're taking in some cases. Definitely some times that I wish Nethack would show me that. Okay. Let's not go towards those monsters right now. I really want to find the staircase up. Not there. Can I rest in this corner maybe? Well, I've got some... I think Z is supposed to rest, but... Okay, Shift Z is to rest, apparently. Okay, here is a goblin. We can probably kill the goblin without too much trouble, yep. And... now let's take off. Oh, they both woke up. Okay, no big deal. We can kill the kobold first and fight the goblin. Okay, this room is empty. It has a pit in it, but nothing actually useful. And let's go through the gas swamp room here and find out what else we're missing. Apparently nothing. There's a doorway down here we can go through. One thing I kind of like about the maps in this game is that they remind me of kind of a mix of the rooms of Nethack and the kind of mines area that you fight through to get to the mine town. Like, they've got these kind of shaped rooms, but then there's a lot of hallways between them too. But it's not like strictly like square rooms and long hallways. It's kind of a mix of different sorts of shapes. I just think it's really interesting. I'd be curious to see what the generation algorithm and stuff is like. I haven't looked into it at all. The game is open source, so you can definitely look into that. But okay, there's another deadly gas splatter. So let's go ahead and just pop it. Oh, okay. And then let's escape through this doorway and just run away. Okay. So we'll wait a little while, recover our health, and just wait for this cloud to go away. We can go down the other way and just wait for it. It'll definitely be gone by the time we go back around. There's the staircase up. So let's go ahead and just go upstairs, just because we never got to see the rest of the second floor, and we still have that key that we can use in that locked door. kobold. That will not get us back to the locked door. Oh, but there's a locked door here too. Yeah. So there are 2 locked iron doors. We only have found 1 key so far. I'm gonna just go ahead and use the key on this one. I don't know if there's a reasoning behind which door to use the key on, but let's go ahead and open it and see what happens. Yeah. So okay, I've seen a couple of these before. So you walk into this room, and it says ornate carpeting fills the room. Oops, I lost my. Ornate carpeting fills this room, a relic of ages past. And it's got this like nice sort of like red, you know, like a regal sort of look to it. And there's like these marble statues up against the wall. And there's all these items. And there's always like 4 or 5 items. And they're up on these candlelit altars. And they'll be interesting sort of magic sorts of things. But you can only take 1 of them, so we'll take a look and see what we have. We have leather armor. It'll give me plus 0.5 because of my excess strength. If I use it, it will result in an armor rating of 3. I already have an armor rating of 3, so that's not very good. A ring of regeneration increases the body's regenerative properties, allowing one to recover lost health at an accelerated rate. So that's pretty cool. Scale mail, which is just basically better armor. It will result in an armor rating of 4, so that's good. It uses the strength level that I have right now, so I can use it immediately without any kind of penalty. A Staff of Conjuration, which summons a number of phantom blades to fight on your behalf. It only has 2 charges, but it does recover charges gradually, unlike the wands in Nethack. This will summon 3 phantom blades. If we enchant it, it will increase to 4 blades. And the last one is actually another door key, so if we have regret about opening this door, we could probably take this key and go try out the second door. But I think I want to upgrade my armor rating, so I'm going to go ahead and take this armor, and then you'll see it says a cage open on the bottom hangs over this altar on a retractable chain. And then when I walk off of this, the text at the top here says the cage is lower to cover the altars, and if I try to go back to one of them, it'll say the missing item must be replaced before you can access the remaining items. So you can actually, like, if you have regret, if you're like, oh, I didn't mean to pick that up or whatever, you can go put your thing back and pick up anything else. But in the meantime, they're all locked off behind a cage. Let's go ahead and kill this kobold and walk out. And yeah, so let's go ahead and open our armor or open our inventory and get the armor out, and let's go ahead and equip that. Hey, yeah, no, sorry. I did a dungeon crawl for a couple streams in a row. I'll put up the second VOD for that on YouTube. Oh, you probably saw the second one on Twitch already. Yeah, I just did those 2 for now. I might revisit Dungeon Crawl at some point. It was a really cool game. I liked a lot about it, but I want to try kind of a survey of all the different roguelikes that are available and let people see different things that are out there for the next few weeks. So, although actually I will be out of town next week, so I'm going to try to find some other kind of situation, whether someone can guest host or we'll see what we can do next week. But I'm going to be in Chicago for work, so I won't be around. Here's an axe. It requires strength rating of 15, which is not quite as strong as the warpike, so let's check and see what the penalty would be. If we wield this axe, it'll decrease our accuracy by 37%, but it'll increase our current damage by 42%. That seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and try it. I don't know. We'll hit less often, but we'll be able to like one-hit kill a lot of things, I think, so might be worth a shot. I don't really know yet what our mechanics are for increasing our strength. I would assume I can level up at some point, although I don't see a level indicator anywhere. Can I see it? Is there a... maybe not. I was hoping there's like a character screen like in Nethack, but apparently not. Okay, let's check out this level. I'll use the Auto Explorer for a second and give that a shot. It'll help navigate me around these water traps so I don't fall into any of them. Just like in Nethack, if you fall into the water in this game, it can be pretty brutal. You can lose a whole bunch of items. They can wash away in the current and go into deep water where you can't get them. So it's definitely something to avoid. It can be a pretty brutal mistake to make. Now in Nethack, sometimes a lich controls your mind and makes you confused, and then you walk into a pit of water, so that's great, but I haven't gotten far enough in this game to find out if there's anything quite that scary. I'm sure there is. Okay, we've cleared out this whole level, actually. That's pretty much all of it, so... let's go downstairs to level 3. We've seen most of level 3 also already, but we can go ahead and try to get over these last couple rooms. This is the room where the deadly gas was, but now we can come over here and get this food. So we do have some food, which is just in time, really, because our nutrition meter is getting pretty low. I only have room for 6 more items. It might be that it's time to start trying to identify things pretty soon. I think I read somewhere a while ago that in this game you just kind of have to start trying to identify items until you have found like the dangerous ones, basically. But we can try that in a second here. Let's get some clear space on level 4, and then we'll go do that. I have a really chill mindset. Thank you. I have a really chill mindset until I don't, and I get incredibly anxious about everything and panic. So it's all, you know, binary basically for me. But video games I can be chill about most of the time. I don't know, Sarah, is that right? You play Overwatch with me. Do I get freaked out in Overwatch? Okay, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Nope, E is not eat. Just go to the inventory and use an item, maybe? Apply. I applied the food to my mouth. And apparently it tastes delicious, unlike in Nethack, where all of the food is disgusting. Okay, so here's the pink jelly, and the fun part of pink jelly is that I have a piercing weapon. I don't have any kind of bludgeoning weapons, so when I hit the pink jelly, it's going to keep dividing into pieces. The pieces have less and less health each time, which is good, but they can surround you, and it can be pretty brutal. So as you can see, my health is getting pretty low. I'm going to go to the staircase and try to kill them, but I might need to run upstairs. Okay, I got it. Let's go ahead and try to rest. Oh, what do I see? A rat came into the room. I can take out a rat, right? Yay. Okay. Let's get our health back. There we go. You feel like you constantly freak out playing video games. No, you don't. I mean, I don't know. You seem pretty chill in Overwatch too. You seem pretty ready to handle any situation. Also, you play a lot of May, so you're definitely very chill. Okay, here's a monkey. Monkeys are annoying. They can steal items from you like they can in Nethack, although they are M's instead of Y's. This one has a 59% chance to hit me, and it doesn't hurt for much. I have a 49% chance to hit it, and it can kill it in 2 hits. So it's probably going to steal some stuff from me, but I can probably chase it around the room and take it out. Oh! Oh, okay, it didn't see me in the grass, so I managed to kill it without it knowing that I was there. I haven't seen your challenge room stream yet, Sarah. I'm still getting caught up on your witness stream, but I might skip ahead to the challenge room area because I really want to see how you did with that. It's really hard, to be honest. For me, it was just a matter of running it enough times until I got the right puzzle generation. Because I swear there are some puzzles in that challenge room that were like not even possible. So I don't know. It took me a lot of runs to get the challenge room in the witness for sure, but I was really proud when I did. Okay, see you later, Rosky. Let's take out this rat. Should be able to kill that without any too much trouble. And then, okay, let's clear out this room and see if there's anything in here. There's not. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. I'm gonna stand near this. Oh, there's more monsters. Okay, I'm gonna stand near the staircase and I'm going to try reading. Let's go down the list, the scrolls in order that we found them. So we're gonna read this first scroll. It was a scroll of shattering. So it emitted a wave of turquoise light that pierced the nearby walls. It's a really cool effect. Oh man, I love that. The colors there, that's so cool. I don't know what that does. Maybe the walls are going to break. But it's really beautiful, whatever it's going to do. Can I Inspect the walls. Oh, the walls are actually made of crystal now. It's melting away in front of your eyes. Huh. So is the wall actually... Yeah, the wall's just like melting away. Oh, wow, it's going to be a huge room. That's really cool. Okay. So that could have gone worse, for sure. We're in a safe space right now, I think, for the most part. Are there any other monsters in this room? Up here? It doesn't appear to be. So I think we're good, okay. Let's go ahead and try reading the next one. Just keep hitting R to read. So the next scroll, I'll try to pronounce this one. Nijabloto Snarkpora. Was a scroll of Protect Weapon. So it gave a golden light to cover my axe. Does it give us any information about what that's doing? It cannot be corroded by acid. That's kind of cool. John Holton says he's so impressed by the visual design of this game. Yeah, that's part of why I really want to play this game on stream, is because I think it's just a beautiful game. Like, it takes the concept of Nethack and Rogue and just, like, takes the whole 256 color thing and just totally blows it out. Like, it does really awesome things with the colors and the tiles, and it uses some extended ASCII characters that aren't used in a lot of roguelike games with ASCII characters. So there's like stalks with the little I don't know, with the Greek symbol. I'm not sure which letter that is, but you know, just some of the characters they use and some of the colors they use are just, and the animations, just really, really cool. Okay, let's read another scroll and find out what's going on. Ghana Nijnerus. Okay, that was a numbing turret of anti-magic and scroll negation. Okay, it's amazing how many of these scrolls are like just massive effects that take over the whole room. But that seems to be safe. Is my axe disenchanted now? No, it's fine. Next scroll, scroll of identify. So we can go ahead and actually use that to identify. We have 2 of these potions. Let's go ahead and do that. Those are potions of paralysis, so I'm glad I did not drink those. But let's read another scroll. A scroll of enchantment. Let's go ahead and enchant our scale mail isn't super strong. Since we've already protected our axe, maybe we should enchant that and give it a little bit more of a buff. Looks like its strength requirement was reduced to 14 instead of 15. And if I defeat 10 more enemies with it, it will reveal its secrets, so I'll get to know exactly what all of its stats are. All of the weapons in this game have a certain like challenge rating that when you kill a certain number of things with them, like the war pike you can see, if you defeat 20 enemies with it, it will reveal its secrets, which means you'll get to see all of its hidden properties and stats and things like that. Alright, last scroll is a scroll of aggravate monsters, so... hopefully that's okay. Hopefully, oh, here comes a monkey. Let it get close to us, and then we'll just... Okay, it stole our war pike, but we can probably go kill it. Yep, okay. There is a kobold coming. Kill the kobold without too much trouble. That was all of our scrolls, so we'll stop there for now. We could start drinking some potions, but I don't think I need to necessarily. I'm just glad to have identified that... Identify scroll, so I know what future identify scrolls look like, and also to have buffed my axe a little bit. Seems like it's probably pretty good. This blow is a blow to deadly gas, so I'm just gonna avoid it for now. We don't really need to go down there right at this moment. There's another exit out of that room, but we might be able to go around it. Yep. Okay. So let's go up here and see. There's nothing over here, and then we'll just continue around this room. Okay, so we're now familiar with our scale mail to identify it. It is scale mail 4 with strength requirement 12. You can actually see that it is armor class 4 specifically. We already knew that from the we already knew that from the treasure room. Maybe it's just because we knew it was scale mail, and just the fact that it doesn't have any enchantments on it means that it stays at level 4 or level 4. So here's an inactive gas vent. I'm not sure what that's for, but there is a paralyzation trap over here, so I'm going to just avoid that and get out of this room. There's a wand on the floor over here. Check out this wand. And there's actually a cool lava lake in the middle of this room here, which is pretty beautiful. The animation, similar to the water animation, just with this oranges and reds and yellows. Oh, oranges and yellows, I guess. That's pretty cool. It definitely gives you a sense of place from all the colors and the variation in tiles and the flavor text and stuff that just you don't necessarily get from other games. Okay, so we found another Scroll of Identify. That's good. We might need that at some point. And we'll get this gold over here. And then we've explored this whole level, so we'll go down to level 4. You'll notice that my character's color actually changed when I walked into that part of the room. It's white over here, and it turns blue over here. And the text at the bottom says, "This area happens to be cloaked in shadows, perhaps a safe place to hide." And you can actually see that my stealth range goes to 4 from 7. So things, greater than 4 tiles away from me. I don't know if it's tiles or feet, but it's easier to hide from things in these kinds of dark areas on the map. Whereas this is very well lit, because I guess there's a torch here on the wall next to the staircase. Yeah. This yellow dot here is a torch, and so now my stealth range is 14, which means I'm very easily seen, and my character turned like a brighter, almost yellow color. So let's go to level 4, and we'll pick up this potion. I feel like this is good music for this game too. Nectarine Radio is definitely delivering tonight. Alright, we can't seem to walk around that. That water is too deep for us to walk through, so let's keep walking around and see what we can find. And actually, because I just don't want to stare at each square of blue and figure out which ones are shallow enough to walk through, I'm going to hit the X button and auto-explore my way through the water. Because it won't put me into deep water automatically. Alright, there is an eel here in the deep water, but we can attack it from here. Eels do hurt for a decent amount. As you can see, it has a 60% chance to hit me, and it could hit for 16% of my current health, so it could kill me in 5 hits. But I do have a coin flip to hit it, and I hit for almost half of its health. So let's see if we can kill it. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. It ran away. There it is. Alright, we killed the eel. So here's the staircase down to level 5, but we don't want to go there just yet if we don't have to, although I'm struggling to find out how I'm going to get around. Oh, there's a path on the left. Okay, I didn't see that. Alright, let's go up here first and figure out what this armor is. This is plate armor. It has a very high strength requirement. We can't use it just yet. And it would make us very noisy. So we're definitely not going to equip that just yet. Oh, excellent. Okay. This is something cool I want to show you if we can manage to do it. Let's lure these goblins into this hallway, although, interesting, they're smart enough not to do that. So that's interesting. In Nethack, I don't think I've come across monsters that are travel in packs that are smart enough not to just walk into a hallway where they can only be attacked one at a time. So these goblins are actually forcing me into an attack where multiples of them can hit me at once, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't have all my health right now. Let's just back off and we'll rest up if they're not going to come after me. There we go. Okay, so we can get a couple hits in without as many of them surrounding me. Okay, we've killed 2 of them, 3 of them, and killed the last one. Cool. So this ogre is very low health, but what I can do is go over here and I can free the ogre. And I've only freed monkeys before. I'm not sure if freeing an ogre is necessarily a good idea, but let's go ahead and try it and see what happens. Okay, yeah, so we freed the Grateful Ogre and gained a Faithful Ally. So it's kind of similar to having a pet in Nethack. These monsters will kind of wander around the dungeon with you and fight things for you and just kind of generally be mostly helpful. Sometimes a nuisance, but I'm going to run away from the pink jelly right now so the ogre will hopefully help fight it. Also, splitting it in 2 into this hallway might be better than trying to fight it. Oh, it's going to surround me anyway. I'm at less than 25% health, but we can probably... Okay, we can kill it. Good. Let's back into this corner here and regain our health by just sleeping. But my ogre is fighting something, though. There's some jackals coming in. Did my ogre die? Yeah, my ogre died in combat, looks like. I'm also kind of in trouble. pretty low health. Ooh, okay, so I'm at 10% health. Oh, the ogre's still alive, good. I'm at less than 10% health. The jackal has a 41% chance to hit me and is probably going to kill me in one hit. I have a 77% chance to hit it, and I can kill it in one hit as well. But it moves quickly, so it's going to get its turn first. So I think I basically need to drink a potion and hope that I get either teleportation or healing. Let's go ahead and drink one of the violet potions and just see what happens. It was a potion of detect magic, and that wasn't good enough, so the jackal killed me, and I died. We can take a look at our inventory here, and it'll actually tell us what we all had now. We did have one potion of life, which will instantly heal you, cure you of ailments, and permanently increase your maximum health. So, might have been worth trying to identify some of our potions earlier, but these things happen. It's a roguelike, permadeath, etc. A potion of strength would have been good too to lower or increase our strength stat, definitely. Detect magic. I probably could have thrown a potion of paralysis at the jackal. I don't know if it would have been worth it or not, but there you go. Potion of telepathy, potion of descent, which, what does that do? Flasks uncorked by hand or shattered by being thrown. The fog that seeps out will temporarily cause the ground in the vicinity to vanish. Oh, so kind of like that bloat that we saw that made the ground disappear. Same thing with this. That could have been useful. And a wand of teleportation. So I could have zapped myself or the jackal with the wand, and that would have been also been good. So worth keeping in mind for next time. Those are the kinds of things that we can find in terms of potions and wands and scrolls. So might have been worth using the potion, the scroll of identify on our wand earlier to find out what it was, because wands can just be very useful in combat and things like that. But I did like the cool fade effect that it does when you die. It's a really neat touch, and it tells you, where you died. It shows a high score list, and also you can actually save a recording of your game, and you can actually play back your recordings in the client, which is kind of a cool thing. It's definitely a nice touch that I hadn't seen in other games before. So maybe I saw that in Dungeon Crawl. I just didn't really play with it at all. But it's very in your face when you die here about if you want to keep it or whatever. But we'll go back and we'll try one more game. And actually, what I'm going to do is swap out really quickly while we're changing, and I want to show you something that I actually haven't played with almost at all, but looks pretty cool. Someone has also made a tile set. Where'd it go? I think this is it. Someone's made a tile set for Brogue, so you can actually view it with tiles similar to... Oh, where'd it go? It's gone. I'll reopen it. Kind of like Nethack has tile sets, which we haven't actually done on stream yet. I do want to show you that sometime in the next few weeks. You can kind of see how Nethack can look with tiles. But someone made a really cool version of Brogue with tiles where the tiles are very closely inspired by... Just because Brogue already has such a strong aesthetic to it with all the colors, the tiles are actually really close to the ASCII graphics. They're just kind of like a little bit enhanced to show little line drawings of things. So let's start a new game. And you can see immediately that we have these tiles. It actually, if any of you out there ever played games in Megazeus, the game creation system for DOS, these tiles remind me a lot of things that people would design in Megazeus. But you can see we have a little like adventure guy with animation. There's little potion icons and staircase icons and scroll icons, and the walls have little bricks on them. So it's kind of a neat little touch. Tiles are a little bit small, makes the text a little bit smaller too, so sorry if it's hard to read, but I just want to show a little bit of what tiles look like. And you can actually even see like really clearly when your character is cloaked in shadow. They turn into this little, silhouette. So there is a jackal back near the entrance room, so let's go ahead and take that out if we can find it again. Oh, it escaped. Go back this way and get the scroll over here. There's a kobold here sleeping. We can take it out in its sleep. One thing you also notice with this game is that there, as far as I've seen at least, there is no kind of class system like there is in Nethack, where you have different races and classes. You just have your random kind of generic anonymous adventurer, and they can do some magic and some they can cast wands and magic staves. But there's a heavy melee focus in general. And from what I've seen in runs, they talk very specifically about like what the best gear is. So it seems like it might be a little bit more linear in terms of like the kind of advised way to run through the game. Leather armor is pretty much the same as the one we have right now. It's probably not worth wearing. If we identify it later, we can. Well, how much? If we wear it for 1,000 turns, we'll find out if it has any kind of bonus. Does this one already know? Yeah, we didn't know what that one has, so let's go ahead and equip it. Oh. Okay. So you'll notice that because we don't actually know what the armor is yet, it says armor 3 question mark, which is kind of interesting, because it might have a buff or a debuff on it, but if we just walk for another 1,000 turns, we'll find out what's going on. So let's go ahead and auto-explore. Kobold up top. We'll walk towards that, but there's a rat here we can kill first. I think we can probably get there through this area. Okay, scroll here. Kobold we can probably take out here. Nice, got it in sleep. Yeah, I find these tiles just really nice. Like, it's a very light touch. But it feels really good. The line drawings are just really cool. Yeah, it looks like John Holden's been watching some games done quick this week. If you're not familiar, there's a charity marathon going on right now on Twitch called Games Done Quick. They do it every summer and winter. They do twice a year. They speedrun video games for a week straight, which is pretty awesome. There's a lot of really cool things to watch. I'll probably actually set it up to host that channel when I'm done tonight, so you can just kind of switch over to watching it if you want. There's some really cool stuff on there. I watched a little bit this afternoon of a guy who played through Castlevania Symphony of the Night blindfolded, and it was just pretty amazing to watch. It was really cool. Hearing about all the different like sound cues he's listening for, the different like kind of pitfalls he knows he has to look out for and stuff. It's just really hilarious to watch. And some people do glitch runs, some people do glitchless runs, and just all kinds of interesting things. They break these games in ways that you just never would have anticipated. And it's funny to watch them. They play Link Between Worlds, like big high-profile Zelda games, but also like you'll see somebody at like 3 a.m. will just be streaming like Barbie's Horse Adventure or whatever. Just really funny, like weird thing. Someone did an Oregon Trail speed run last year on like an actual like old school, I don't know if it was an Apple IIe or some like really, really old hardware. They managed to get like a video splitter and put it up on the Twitch stream. So that's pretty cool. And it's a live event too, so I think it's in Minneapolis, but if you go out there, you can get tickets and you can attend and sit in the crowd, and they have people you can meet, like people in the gaming scene that you can meet and stuff. It's just really, really hilarious and cool event. So, back to the game though. So there's a key here, but apparently it's inside of an iron cage. So we're probably gonna need some kind of switch that we can press to open that cage and get to the key. We'll keep looking around. The staircase down is over here, but I don't think it's an advantage in this game like there is in Nethack to auto-generating the levels ahead of time. But I'm not sure. Okay, there's a pressure plate here and a series of holes. We can't get to that pressure plate without falling in the holes. But what we might be able to do is throw... let's see if we can throw some darts onto the pressure plate. Yep, okay. So I threw a dart onto the pressure plate, and I'm guessing that now means the key will be accessible. Yep. So we got the key off of the altar. And now I can go around to that locked door. There's a rat here first. Yeah, I kind of wish there were tiles like this for Nethack, to be honest, because most of the tile sets that I've seen for Nethack are kind of they border on sort of the over, like, they're really cartoony, or they're just kind of like designed to be really big and expressive, whereas these are like economical in the same way that ASCII graphics are, if that makes sense. But I really I respect that a lot. It's a really neat idea, and just gives it a really unique look that a lot of games, no other game looks like this. Not that I've played, at least. Okay, we've only found one locked door, so let's go ahead and open this door with our key, and we get one of these treasure rooms. Interesting shaped one too. But we have actually 6 items this time. There is a Wand of Empowerment, which will permanently improve the mind and body of any monster it hits. So you can't use it on yourself, but you can actually make your allies stronger if you have a pet ogre or a monkey or things like that. Because they're not really pets in this game, they're just allies. It only gives you 1 charge by default. This armor is a chainmail. It requires a strength of 13, which we don't have. But it might be worth investing in for the future, I don't know. Scale mail, strength 12, which would put us up to armor 4, so it's probably the obvious choice. This is a +2 invisibility charm, which will... You can apply it, and it'll turn you invisible for 7 turns, and then recharge in 345 turns. While your invisible monsters more than 2 spaces away cannot track you. And if it's enchanted, the invisibility will last 8 turns, and will recharge in 227 turns. That seems like it could be really useful later in the game, but I think the armor is probably just a more, sensible choice. We have a Staff of Blinking here. The staff will allow you to teleport in the chosen direction, so it's kind of like a controlled teleport. But creatures and inanimate obstructions will block the teleportation, so you need a clear path to teleport. Nothing will prevent you from teleporting to a fiery death in a lake of lava. Oh, interesting. And this last one is leather armor. So let's just go ahead for the scale mail again, just for the safe kind of bet. Alright. Let's go ahead. We've explored this whole level. Let's go to the staircase. We saw a rat, but it's all the way over there. I'm not going to go fight it. It'll be a waste of our turns, waste of our nutrition level, so we'll just keep going. It's just a rat. There is a kobold, or a goblin here, rather. And we got some darts. I want to start using those when we see some other creatures. These jackals are sleeping. I'm able to sneak up on them. Nope, woke them up. Oh, this might be trouble. How are we looking against this jackal? A 41% chance to hit me for half my health, to kill me in 2 hits. I have a 100% chance to hit it for 37% of it has health, and at best could defeat it in 2 hits. That's the problem. We're gonna have to drink a potion and see what happens. It's a potion of confusion, so both I and the jackal are confused now. The jackal is... Okay, yeah, both of us are just wandering in random directions, but the jackal killed me, so... Oh well, gotta be more careful. I probably shouldn't have snuck up on that many jackals at once. I think I was also at half health. I wasn't really paying attention to my health, so... Gotta learn to be more careful with this game. Pick up a wand right away in this run. What is going on right now? There's a series of holes. Okay, the floor is just falling through. Took some damage falling down, but is this staircase? That's the staircase down. Let's find the staircase back up to level 1, see what we missed. Gotta be careful. These caves are treacherous. Alright, I have not yet seen the staircase up across that lake, so let's keep going around here and see what we can find. We'll walk over here to the left. Kobold we can probably kill without too much trouble, yep. Got some javelins. No staircase, there's a treasure room over there. We don't have a key right now, do we? trap in the corner. I don't have any real reason to walk into that. Another iron door. That's the edge of a pit, so we can't go that way. Let's see a little bit. There's treasure room. Nothing too interesting there. This is a bladder of deadly gas. Let's actually let's back up a little bit and then let's throw a dart at the javelin. As you can see, like kind of like in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, which I don't think I ever actually got to make use of the thrown mechanics since I was using the Berserker in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. You can actually choose where you want to throw a dart. It doesn't have to be in a straight line necessarily. It can try to throw it at an angle, which is kind of neat. It'll show you, where you're aiming. Let's go ahead and you can use tab to auto-target things as well. But we'll choose... Oh, that's cancel apparently. Thought I knew the command of it. Okay, so the dart killed the blow, and now the gas is flooding that room. I'm going to run the other way out of this room. And it's going to get into this room a little bit, but it managed to actually kill the kobold you can see up here. So the kobold that was in this room also died from the gas. That's pretty handy. The gas shouldn't spread too much further into this room, so I think we can just wait it out basically, and they'll shake, they'll kind of go back down, and then we can get a haste charm. So this haste charm is going to haste us for 8 turns and recharge in 528 turns. That's pretty good. It could be useful in battle for sure to be able to try and get some extra hits in. But yeah, we'll keep moving for now. There's a staircase up. Alright, we haven't found a key yet on this floor, but let's go ahead and go back up to level 1 and figure it out a little more. Since we got rudely removed from level 1 by the falling floor tiles. This is a kind of a cool chasm. There's like a bridge going across here and a little kind of overlook. Yeah, Rosqui is back and they hadn't seen the tile set yet. So yeah, I switched for I've died a few times already, but I switched from the ASCII set to the tile set. That comes with, it doesn't come with the game, but it's officially linked from the website. Somebody just compiles a separate binary with these tiles instead of the ASCII graphics. And I was telling the crowd earlier that, I really like the graphics in this tile set. It's just really, they're really elegant. They look nice. Alright, let's... get a topaz ring. And I don't know what rings there are in this game, like what rings are good and what rings are bad. Let's go ahead and put on the ring and see what happens. Oh, you can't apply it? Okay, can you equip a ring? I'm wearing a ring of stealth. Cool. So my stealth range is 6 even though I'm walking down like a brightly lit hallway, which is pretty cool. That could definitely come in handy for sneaking up on creatures. Oh, there was a hole in that area too. I wasn't paying attention. Let's go one more time back to level 1 and see what we can do about kill this rat first. Okay. And I have to imagine that part of why that rat didn't see me was because I had that ring of stealth on, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Alright, let's go back to the beginning room. And we're going to walk very carefully and try to identify where there are holes. Is there a search key like there was in... Ah, yeah, there is. Okay. Okay, so I can use the search key to figure out where these hidden holes are. And I can go into the treasure room, so let's get a piece of treasure. How about that? We have a broadsword, which requires a strength of 19, so no thank you. A staff of lightning, some splint mail for a strength of 17, a ring of awareness, a wand of empowerment, staff of firebolt, and a war pike. Okay, so I don't see any weapons or armor that's like an obvious choice for me. So let's see, what the ring of awareness, the blinking was when I was doing the search key. It was highlighting how the room was changing as I discovered the trap, the holes So the Ring of Awareness will enable me to notice hidden secrets, traps, secret doors, and hidden levers more often or from a greater distance. But a cursed one will dull my senses. I'm not sure if the things in the treasure rooms can ever be cursed or if they're just always uncursed or blessed. Also, it's not, the word isn't blessed in this game. I don't know. I think it's like buffed or enchanted or something like that. A Staff of Lightning can shoot lightning, basically. It has 4 charges and recovers charges gradually over time. Deals damage to every creature in its line of fire. Nothing is immune. Okay. Staff of Firebolt has 2 charges and recovers over time. Deals damage to any creature except those that are immune to fire. If the staff is enchanted, its average damage will also increase by 16%. It also sets creatures in flammable terrain on fire. So yeah, kind of like there's gas effects in this game and water effects in this game. There's also fire that can actually, I mean, we saw lava, you saw like a lava earlier, but fire can actually just, like, things can set fire to like grass and other things in the room, and it can spread then across grass or across carpet. So fire can be pretty dangerous to deal with, just like in real life. And the Wand of Empowerment will, it'll basically strengthen an ally, which we haven't found an ally yet, although we've only seen 2 levels in this run. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Staff of Lightning, just because it seems pretty useful. We'll see if I'll remember to use it at some point when we're in danger, but in the meantime, let's explore the rest of this room. I think we've uncovered all of the pits that we needed to deal with. Yeah, okay. Pick up this potion, check out down this hallway and see, nope, dead end. There's some armor here. Plate armor though, strength 19, can't do that just yet. Alright, we'll walk into this poisonous, or explosive gas area. It's not poisonous, it's just explosive. We don't want any kind of fire effect to happen in this room. And there's a cobalt here, we can take it out and take that potion. 2 potions, nice. Okay. Let's check out this area. There's a rat. Some gold. I haven't even seen a shop yet in this game. I don't know if there is a shop or if gold is just for like a high score sort of. I have not. You can't make the this exploding gas. I don't have a fire effect right now, so I don't think I have a way to ignite exploding gas. But if I can find another one of those spores that creates the deadly gas, you can see the pink cloud of gas spread. But no, I haven't found a way to ignite any explosive gas yet. It is pretty scary. Okay, I think that's everything on this level, so we'll go ahead and... oh, you saw the deadly gas already, okay. Let's go ahead and go down to the next floor, which we've already explored a decent amount of. There should be a key somewhere in this level, because we found a locked door. Oh, there's the key. But is it accessible? So I picked up the key, and the altar retracted in the ground with a grinding sound, and a torch fell from its mount and lies sputtering on the floor. So is it going to start a fire? Is that what's going on here? Yep, here we go. So here's the fire effect. This torch near the door was apparently a trap with the altar. So now all this tall, grass-like fungus fire is going to spread. And I don't know that I have a way to deal with that. I can probably just run to the fire as fast as possible. Do I have another way I can do about it? Let's use one of our wands and see what happens. I bet you can zap yourself with a wand. Maybe you can. Well, let's just zap it through the fire and see what happens. It may have managed to clear out one space. Let's do that again, I guess. Oh, I caught fire, and the whole room is on fire now. Whoa, okay. Take a screenshot of that real fast, because I've never seen that before in this game. But before, I am burning, so now that I'm burning, I'm just going to start running to this fire and get out of the room. and the burning effect is wearing off, but my health is definitely dropping really fast. So I managed to escape the room, and I'm going to come into this corner here and just rest back up and hope nothing comes for me in the meantime. But yeah, that was an adventure, and as you can see now, the whole room is just totally burned out. There's no fungus on the ground anymore. It's just totally scorched. So that was fun. I'm not going to step on those triggers, because they will paralyze me. You can only see the cool lighting when you're dying. Yeah, it's kind of an unfortunate, you know, I guess it's like a bonus. You get a little consolation prize when you're about to die miserably, but luckily managed to escape that one. Got to see the cool effect while also surviving. Let's go ahead and just try to kill this bloat from a distance. So here's the deadly gas again. We're going to just run down this hallway and outrun it, hopefully. Okay. I don't know how that rat managed to survive the deadly gas, but that's fine, I guess. Let's go back around, and we should be able to check out this northern portion of the map. There is a monkey coming for us. He's going to try to steal some. I saw our haste charm. Hope it doesn't know how to use it. There's a rat here we can kill while it's sleeping, but the monkey's running into the water, which... Are you kidding me? That monkey's a jerk. It just ran into the deep water and then tossed my... Or it ran into the deep water and dropped my haste charm, basically. So now my haste charm is wandering around the waters, the currents, being washed downstream. And I don't have my charm anymore. Or my... I mean, my war pack I wasn't going to use anytime soon anyway, but like... Man, what a jerk. This is explosive gas. Oh, that's deep water. Okay. Luckily, I didn't wash my staff of lightning very far. How do I get around that way? I would like to get back to where my haste charm... Oh, down at the bottom. Good. This is the Mario Play music, isn't it? That's really great. Okay, we got the aluminum wand, and we'll get our charm back. Thank God. Okay. But I did not find a key on this level. It's interesting. I guess we could have carried the key down from level 1 to this level, so we have to keep that in mind for future keys that we find. But let's go to level 3. We don't have any food, do we? Oh, we do. Okay. Let's... Okay, I'm not hungry enough. I guess it'll warn me when I'm actually hungry enough to use the food. So. Oh, there is a pink jelly here and a goblin, so I'm going to back up and let the pink jelly fight me. The pink jelly will surround me, so I'm going to back up a little bit further too and be able to get to this staircase if I need to. As you can see, it's surrounding me. But... I'm going to kill the goblin, because when I kill the goblin, it'll actually go away, except I'm almost dead. Oh, they can chase you through stairs in this game. Wow, okay. I'm pretty screwed. Interesting. Okay, what do we have? Let's drink a potion. They're surrounding me, so I can't use the lightning wand for much. It was potion of invisibility, but that didn't really help, so they killed me. I might not be ready for this game. It's definitely pretty brutal. Oh yeah, I guess monsters can come up the stairs too in Nethack. I've seen a few here and there. Mostly really scary monsters later in the game when I've only played probably a handful of games that have gotten as far as the areas past the dungeons. But yeah, it's I've seen some things chase me upstairs. But this early in the game is kind of surprising. So. We have time to start one more game. We can check it out and see if we can find anything more and discover anything. I might try to get some tips for Thursday to try to get further in this game, because I feel like I'm not necessarily... I could just be too reckless. I've been playing as a barbarian in Nethack for too long. But, let's go down this hall and fight this gold. Flail doesn't do much good right now. It's too strength intensive. If I could, I think maybe it would help if I could identify potions of strength faster, because it seems like I'm not gaining levels. There might not even be a level system in this game, so I haven't seen an indication that there is. But potions of strength will give me higher strength stats and let me equip stronger equipment faster, so might be worth putting some effort into. Alright, there's a giant pit here, so we can't go anywhere that way. Let's walk around here. It's the pit again. And that room has nothing in it. We'll go over here. Okay. There is a passageway there, but the water, oh, it's just a corner. The water gets very deep in that corner. There's a potion here to pick up, and this room has the staircase. We'll take that in a second. Just finish off a level. There's a scroll over here. Looks like we can get around the edge of this huge lake. Oop, that's declutter. Hopefully did not use any items. Okay. That's... Oh, there's one more over here. Alright, let's auto map our way back over to the staircase and go to level 2. I guess it would also help to know what my healing potions are if I can find them, but I haven't managed to do that in time to make use of them yet in this game. Let's throw a dart at that float. Run away. Okay. NES music. And if it's a cover or something, or just uses the NES sound chip. Okay, come over here. Doorway up to a potion. And a wand. Oh, staff, sorry. What's the staff for? Is it just unknown magic? Yeah, unknown magic staff. Let's rest up and get some health back. Once again, we're gonna... Oops, I don't want to inscribe those, I want to throw them. Okay, we'll run away from the deadly gas. Let's go this way. Oh, there's a kobold here. There's an eel in the water. Eels are very slippery and also can do a substantial amount of damage. I'm gonna back off and regain some health. I can kill this kobold without too much trouble, I think. Maybe I can't. Okay, that was close. There's a bloat coming. Let's try to throw a dart at it. Whoa, okay. Should be safe in this corner, but let's see how far the gas goes. Oh god, okay, that was really close. Roscoe says, I wonder if this staff would, my staff would light the gas on fire. I don't really want to find out, to be honest. Alright, that eel is still lurking around here somewhere, but I'm not too worried right now. I can go back around where they killed the gas cloud before. Okay, there's this, oop, there's a rat coming at me. This room. Ah, I hit a door. And there is some plate armor, although it requires strength of 19, which is nowhere close to what I have, so... a little anticlimactic, not super useful, but oh well. Maybe we'll do so well this run that it'll come in handy. If I can crack the code of this game. Okay. Let's try to figure out where that staircase entrance is. It appears to be around this corner here. Okay. That's all of level 2, right? I can find out from all the way across the water. Yeah, that's true. Let's do it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I could die again, which I've been doing all night, so... let's stand in the water, and let's shoot our cedar staff to the right. It was apparently some kind of force bolt. It didn't give me any text to say exactly what it was, but there was definitely some kind of effect that went in a straight line across the water. There's no property applied to the ground here, so I don't know what happened. The eel is invisible? Maybe it was a wand of invisibility, does it say now? No, it just still says cedar staff. Okay, well, let's go down to the next floor, and when we get down there, we'll start identifying some of our scrolls and figuring out what they... oh, yeah, this is a good layout for that, I think. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna recover some health first. Okay, let's clear out this area of the dungeon. So nothing surprising happens while we're... Yep, kill that monkey in its sleep. Nice. Get some food. Two scary things coming. Let's go ahead and try, because there's a goblin conjurer and a kobold. And kobolds across the pit. There are two goblins, a goblin and a goblin conjurer coming. I'm going to go ahead and just fire the cedar staff at them and see what happens. Oh, it shielded the goblin. Well, that's just great. I could throw a potion at them. Turquoise liquid splashed harmlessly on the ground. Also not great. I'm gonna keep running away from this goblin eye shield because the shield effect is wearing off slowly. Good night, Sarah. Okay, you can see behind the goblin I'm fighting now, there's some swords floating in the air. And those were conjured by the goblin conjurer, so we can actually see some information about them. They're ethereal flickering weapons. It has a 94% chance to hit me, but only for 3% of my health. So it takes 26 hits to kill me. And I have a 100% chance to hit it for 300%. So I can always just kill the spectral blades in one hit if they get through this area. But I'll try to kill this goblin first before it does too much more damage to me. Nice. And for some reason, even though it conjured those blades, then the goblin conjurer just like ran out in front of the blades, so now I'm fighting the conjurer by itself. But, okay, there we go. Killed the conjurer. We're super pro at this game, so let's go ahead and read some scrolls. That's our reward for that battle there. That was a scroll of shattering, and it's going to shatter all the walls and wake up those jackals, which might be interesting. But we have a few turns before that actually happens, so let's go ahead and read a few more scrolls before we run upstairs, if that's what we need to do. We have two of the next scroll. Let's read one of them and see what happens. The Scroll of Enchantment. So we're going to go ahead and let's enchant... if we enchant the plate armor, it'll lower the requirement for it, but we still won't be able to use it. So, I mean, even though it's not ideal, we do have two scrolls of enchanting, so I'm going to go ahead and enchant the dagger, even though it's just a dagger. It's not a big deal to enchant that, but, well, let's enchant the leather armor. I mean, it's just leather armor, again, just like the dagger. It's not great to enchant low-level equipment like this, but we have the effect to use now. We might as well just go ahead and put it on something that's going to help us. And we can always use the other one later to actually enchant things. And actually what's kind of cool about the shattering effect in this game, you still got the awesome colors, but you can notice the little cracks in the walls and they turn into like rocks. That's a really cool effect for sure. So again, let's read some more scrolls. Scroll of Identify. Let's identify our last potion so we know what we're dealing with. If it's a health potion, it'd be really good to have. It's a potion of caustic gas. I'm glad I did not try to use that when I'm about to die. I would just die faster, which maybe is good. I don't know. Put me out of my misery, but let's keep going. A Scroll of Discord has turned all the jackals discordant, so hopefully they'll fight each other now. No, they're not fighting each other. And a Scroll of Teleportation, so now I'm just halfway across the floor, and I can kill this kobold and not be too sad. So, okay. Found out what half of those scrolls did, that's good. I can lure these jackals into the doorway because they're not very smart, so I'm going to take them out one at a time. Unlike the goblins, which would not go into the doorway one by one, they were smart enough not to lure themselves into that trap. The jackals are pretty dumb, which is, it's cool to see that kind of like difference in AI. You know, you see some differences in Nethack between how things operate and how they threaten you. I mean, the most obvious example I can think of is the grid bugs only walk on a grid. They don't move diagonally, or attack diagonally, but just having this like really obvious, oh crap, did I run out of, okay, I'm weak with hunger. That's fine, I can eat a ration. So giving like little smart, just sort of tweaks to like the goblins knowing not to put themselves into traps like that is kind of cool, kind of a nice touch. Well, Raspberry, it's all open source. If you Google the game, you can go look at it yourself. I don't know how complicated the code is to look at. I might go look at it myself after this, but okay. Pick up a scroll of teleportation, and our staircase down is right here. But let's take out the rest of the level. There's a key here, and it's going to start another flame trap. Let's run for the exit as fast as possible. We're going to walk into this fire just because I don't have any way to get out of that otherwise. But we'll just start burning, and we'll run out of the room where the fire is. And there's actually a nice pit of water here. So if you are burning in this game, apparently you can just walk into knee-deep water, and it will put you out. So that's really good to know, and also it makes a lot of sense. Let's see. It's also possible that the Scroll of Discord didn't work because the jackals were sleeping, or because, yeah, I'm guessing it's because they were sleeping. They just didn't wake up when it hit. So if they had woken up, they might have fought each other. But we could always Google about the game and find out. Oh, we got the key, so let's go ahead and open the locked door down there and get this piece of treasure. I like treasure. If there's one thing about this game I do like, it is that you get a lot of treasure. Wand of Empowerment, Ring of Transference, which landing a melee attack while wearing this ring will heal you in proportion to the damage inflicted. That's pretty cool. A whip for strength 14 will decrease my current accuracy and damage, so not better than what I'm currently using as the enchanted dagger. This is the regular dagger. This is a Ring of Wisdom, which will recharge my staves more quickly. And I only have a Staff of Protection right now, so it's not really useful to recharge that, but I could get other staves that I want to recharge, staves that I want to recharge more quickly. And a Wand of Teleportation. I'm going to go with the, I think I'm going to go with that Ring of Transference. It seems useful to be able to get some health back from things. Let's equip the Ring of Transference. Okay, we've explored all level 3. We've discovered what some items do, so that's pretty cool. Go to level 4 and find out what we can discover down here. Rapier with the strength 12, or sorry, 15 requirement, will decrease my accuracy and damage, so we'll stick with the enchanted, or no, we didn't enchant the dagger, right? We have the regular dagger, so we enchanted our armor when we used the scroll of enchantment. Forgot that I flip-flopped on that decision. There's a bloat over there, but it's sleeping, and I don't know why I would bother to kill it, so I'm just going to let it live down in that corner. One thing I'm finding interesting about my decision making is that since I have not discovered that there is an experience system, I don't think there is. Fighting monsters is much more strategic. Like, there's no point in fighting monsters that I don't have a reason to fight, if that makes sense. Like, as a barbarian in Nethack, you might as well just kill everything because you can get food and you can level up more quickly. And it makes the stage safer for later, but like, in this game it seems like, you know, if you don't have a reason to fight things, here's the pink jelly, it can be kind of troublesome, but we'll block the doorway here and then try to kill it so it can't surround us. Okay, it's going pretty well. Good. If you don't have a real reason to fight things, you might as well just like leave them be if they're sleeping or if they didn't see you. I find that decision-making process kind of interesting. It's probably more like that in Nethack with other classes that aren't quite as durable and melee combat heavy, but this is just what I've seen from playing Barbarian, trying to get my first Ascension, playing on what I'm considering easy mode, since I'm usually a pretty melee player in my RPGs anyway, kind of a brute force sort of player. There's armor over there that I missed. Let's go back and see if it's anything useful. I can actually just use the mouse for this faster. Chainmail is going to require strength 13, but it might be worth putting on anyway. Let's see. No, because we have that penalty and our leather armor was enchanted, so we'll hang on to it for now. If we get our strength back up, we can maybe consider it again. Oop. Kill these jackals. So Relsky, all I've seen so far as stats is stealth and strength, and the ways that I've had to increase those have been by discovering potions of strength, which just increase your stat by 1 for strength, and equipment that can give you invisibility or other kinds of bonuses to your stealth. So it seems like it's a more gradual sort of process. Oh, I should have gone around to go through this passageway here to get to the top corner of the map. It's hard to tell sometimes with the water, like, what is blue, especially because the way it blinks. It can be hard to tell what's, like, dark enough blue that you can't walk through it, but yep. This eel's gonna kill me if I don't run away, so I'm gonna run away. And I will rest back in this corner. We'll fight this kobold coming down the hallway, and then we'll try to kill that eel, or at least run past it. Okay, the eel is not around right now, so again, we don't have any real reason to fight it, apparently, so yeah, I guess it is kind of realistic. That's a good point, that you can't necessarily tell right away how the water is, what pieces of water are safe. But what I find weird about it then is that if you look at the top of the map now, when I'm not in the room, you can very easily see the difference between deep water and shallow water. And so it's like when you're not there, you have this memory of what water was safe in a way that it's much harder to tell when you are there. I just find that kind of confusing, but this has been an effective practice sometimes, just kind of, you know, circumnavigate the lake, and then as I'm doing that, I can see the route that I want to take to get through the shallow water to get somewhere. But it's, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I can see how it could be kind of cool, but it seems like that detail of it kind of defeats the purpose. Hey, we're on level 5. I think it might be the first time I made it this far? Or did we die on level 5 last time? I forget. That's an arrow turret, and it shot me, and I don't like that. This room is suspiciously empty and full of grass. Seems like a real fire hazard. Scrolls of Identifier, definitely welcome. There's a potion over there across the pit. Let's go over there. We can walk around the pit here to get down to this area. There's a monkey sleeping. Oh, he woke up. It stole my sword. Well, my rapier, which I'm not using right now, but still. It's the principle of the thing. Oh, there's a float there. Let's throw a dart to the bloat. the wrong key. Run away. It did not kill the monkey, unfortunately. The monkey was too far away for the gas to kill it. There's a staircase down, so we at least know where that is. Let's see if we can survive long enough. The monkey went back to sleep over there. Oh, that's a different monkey? It only had the flail, it didn't have my rapier. Maybe it hid the rapier somewhere. Here's a pink jelly. Let's get into the hallway so it can't surround. Oh, it can surround me. That is annoying. This is a lot of jelly. I don't think I'm ready for this jelly. Oh, apparently I am. That ring of transference is really giving me a lot of health regen from the damage that I'm doing to these kinds of monsters. I guess the pink jellies give you a lot of things to hit, so you can regen a lot off of those things, but yeah, I should have taken a screenshot, shouldn't I? I can always do that in the video. Okay. Cleared out that area. Oh, there's my monkey. I'm gonna punch this monkey. And I'm gonna win a prize. Actually, I'm gonna throw a dart at this monkey because it's running way too fast. Come back here with my sword. Oh, I didn't have my sword. I had a scroll of identify. Are there 3 monkeys? How many monkeys could there possibly be on this level? Also, I feel like the first few rounds that I played with this game after picking it back up, there's a monkey. The first few rounds that I played with this game off stream after picking it back up, there's my rapier. Okay. That was the original monkey. I would frequently find those captured creatures being tortured by goblins or whatever, and it was always a monkey inside, so I just thought the monkey was always the pet that you got, and I thought that like you always had a monkey if you freed it, if you chose to free it in the first level or whatever. But we haven't seen a captive monkey this entire night, so we played, what, like 4 runs and no monkeys? So, oh well. Okay, so we have cleared out level 5 with this character, and let's take a look at our inventory and see where we're standing in general. Let's go to the staircase first. Okay, so we have some leather armor we enchanted because we needed to enchant something. A ring of transference has been giving us health regen when we fight things. Oh, I missed a bit in the bottom right. Yeah, you're right. Let's just quick travel over there and see if there's anything interesting. Nope. Okay, dead end. Let's just go back. Oh, hey! I'm now familiar enough with my ring of transference to identify it as a +2 ring of transference. So that explains why it's doing so well. Dealing direct damage will heal me by 10% of the damage dealt, and if it's enchanted, it will increase to 15%. So, that's definitely pretty sweet. But, okay, otherwise in our inventory we have a bunch of weapons we can't use because our strength isn't increased yet. A couple potions we can actually try drinking. We haven't identified those. We'd have a scroll of identify. We should actually use that. And we could try reading some other scrolls. Okay, before we stop, let's do some more. Oh, there's my pink jelly. Am I gonna survive this? I'm weak with hunger. I need to eat some food. Let's go down this hallway so we get one thing hitting us at a time. Okay. I'm going to fast travel over here. I missed a doorway here too. No one told me. Okay. Let's heal back up and then stand by the doorway, and let's read one of these scrolls. Scroll of Remove Curse. Okay. It may have removed a curse from something in our pack, I'm not really sure. What about this scroll? Protect Armor. So now our leather armor is even more buffed. These scrolls are Aggravate Monsters. Hopefully we kill all the monsters in the level, we'll find out. And this last scroll that we have is Scroll of Sanctuary. sprays color arc to the ground, forming glyphs where they alight. This is actually, these are glyphs on the ground, and I'm guessing these are, yeah, powerful warding enchantments. So Sanctuary Scrolls are a little bit like Elbereth, I would guess, where you get a little area where monsters can't fight you. So we've identified almost all the scrolls that we have now, so let's go ahead and read the Identify scroll and use it on these 2 potions that we have, Aquamarine potions. Potions of Life, awesome. So now we know what those 2 are, and they're gonna, Potions of Life are really good because, oh, there's a Spectral Blade here. There's a Conjurer somewhere. So many blades. Really aggravated that Conjurer. There's the Conjurer. Let's drink a potion. So it actually increases our maximum health by 33% and healed us completely, which is really strong. Let's see if we can catch up to this Conjurer, though. Can't seem to get him. Jeez. I'm gonna make a break for it, for the staircase. I know they can follow me, but I want to get to some cover. Okay. Conjurer is not following me upstairs. Let's rest. Oh, here's the Spectral Blade. Here they come. Alright, we killed the Goblin Conjurer and got some gold. Nice. Then let's go back downstairs and... No, there's more Spectral Blades, even though we killed the Conjurer. These Vampire Bats had a lot of health too. I was meaning to stop for the night, but now I've got myself into some real trouble. Oh god. Drink another Potion of Life. I feel like I'm clearing out all of these levels, so there's nothing more to fight, but I'm not finding enough. I'm not using the right gear. I'm not doing something that I could be doing. Yeah, okay, there we go. So 2 Vampire Bats were pretty brutal. They were also regaining health as they hit me, which makes sense for a Vampire Bat, but is trouble for sure. So yeah, there's something about the strategy of this game that I'm not quite hitting on, so I'm gonna have to look up a strategy guide or look up a video or something to learn more about how to play this game. But we did get to depth 6 this time, which I think is the farthest I've gone on either the tile or non-tile version of the game. They have separate high scoreboards because they're in separate directories. Yeah, so that's Brogue. It's a pretty interesting game. I definitely recommend you check it out if you're interested in playing games like this. It's free. You can download it from their website. Just search for Brogue game on Google or your search engine of choice, and you can find it and check it out. I hope you like that. We will probably play more of this on Thursday unless I decide I'm going to play... I might decide to play something else. We'll see. But Thursday will be my last stream before I go on vacation for a week. I'm going on a work trip, actually, so it's only sort of vacation. But I'll line something else up for the streams that week, whether it's another guest appearance or something different. So stay tuned and definitely check out the Twitter account, Nethack_Nights. I'll make sure to keep you updated from there. You can also follow me on Twitch to know when the stream goes live, and look on YouTube. Either go on the more like BooTube account, or you can just search Nethack Nights for the episodes playlist that I have. I hope you had a good time watching tonight. I certainly enjoyed exploring more of Brogue and seeing some more about kind of experimenting with scrolls and wands and things. So it's a pretty cool game. I love the aesthetics of it. The graphics are beautiful. Even the ASCII version is just like really cool. The colors are just so cool. So check it out. Otherwise, I hope you have a good night. We'll be back on Thursday. Until then, keep hacking those Brogues into Oxfords. Whatever. Have a good night, and yeah, be seeing you.